Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can sync Transaction zipForm Edition to kvCORE. You probably have a ton of clients sitting in Transaction zipForm Edition that you forgot about. You did business with them and then you moved on. But those are leads. Those are leads, you have them, they're totally free to you, they're just sitting there. You need to get them back in kvCORE, start nurturing them again for the next real estate deal. So here's the easiest way to do that. First thing we're going to do is go to apination.com. We're going to click the big button, it says start syncing, and we're going to find kvCORE on this app list. Here we go. I'm going to scroll down to K for kvCORE. There it is. Click on that. It's going to show me all the apps I can sync with kvCORE, including, if I go to the very bottom, Transactions zipForm Edition. There it is. Click on that guy, and it's going to show me the automation I can set up is Transaction zipForm participants into kvCORE. That way I never lose any of those contacts again. Everybody I add to transactions will automatically get pushed back to kvCORE. First step, sign in. If you don't have an account yet, click here to create one, or you can sign in with Google to create your account. Once you sign in, now you're going to connect both apps. So to connect it, you're just going to hit the connect button. It's going to ask you for your zipForm username and password. So this is how you sign into zipForm. You're going to put that information in here. And if you're not familiar with your username and password, maybe you sign in using some other app, just sign into zipForm, go over here to the top right corner, click on it, click on Profile and Settings, and it's going to tell you here in the Sign In and Security area what your username is. And then you can reset your password if you need that also. But we know some people don't sign in using the new username. Sometimes they sign in using another app. And if that's you, just go into zipForm, go to Sign In Security, there's your username. So just grab that and cop back here, pop it in here, username and password, and connect. Once you connect, your account is going to show up right here. And now I can select it for this automation. Similar thing with kvCORE. I'm just going to hit connect. It's going to take me out to the kvCORE website where I can authorize the connection, and then it's going to show that connection in the workflow, and I can use it for this sync. All right, so both apps are connected. Now we're going to do some early configuration on the sync. Very simple. Who should we send over? So people with all transaction statuses, or maybe you only want people who had active, pending, prospect, fell through, and closed. Maybe you don't want inactive. Maybe you know inactive contacts. Maybe you're using that for people who you do not want to do business with again. That's totally fine. But in general, I would say probably most people want all. Let's just send them all over there. If you have separate teams, you can choose which team here. This box is already checked, sync all on first run, because we want to get everybody who's already in there into kvCORE. If for some reason you want to use this sync and only put people who get added to zipForm from now on, just uncheck the box. This just says, all right, we'll start paying attention today, but if they're in zipForm, we're not going to bother with them. That's why I'm saying check the box, because we want to get those people who are currently in zipForm synced over. Sync all on first run. Finally, I can choose an agent. If I am a brokerage or a team, I can say, let's only send over this guy's, or let's only send over this person's. I'm going to go ahead and send over all of them. The other option is to just say, you know what? Just fetch all the transactions I can see. So any contacts I can see using this login, get those. You can check this box and I'll do that. Finally, as I come over to kvCORE, I would check this box that says do not override information in kvCORE. That way, if they're already in kvCORE, it's not going to remove them and put them back in. It's just going to add in any extra information you might have from zipForm. I'm going to hit subscribe. It's going to create the sync. Few more things to consider. There is the sync using all the settings we just set up. Come down here, there's a filter tool. If you want to filter even further who's coming over, you can do that. So you can filter based on any of these fields from Transaction zipForm Edition. So if you only want people who have an email address, you could say email is not empty. That way you only get people who have an email address. So tons of stuff like that. I'm just going to leave it empty. I'm going to clear a no filter because I want to get everybody from zipForm in there. I want all those leads. And then finally in the mapping, you can see we do most of this for you, but this just shows the field from transactions, where it's going in kvCORE. First name to first name, full name to full name, last name to last name. If there's anything else you want, maybe I want to add another phone number here in here. I can just search. You're going to hit this plus sign to get this drop down. And then I'm going to search for phone. There's the mobile phone. I'll pop that in there. That looks good. Maybe for source, You could put a dynamic field in here if you really want, but I actually just want to type a static field. That means it's the same thing that'll come over with all of these. And I'm going to put in there zipForm. Finally, for tags, I'm going to tag this as zipForm just so I can see all the contacts in kvCORE. And if I wanted to create, a campaign for all these past clients, maybe to warm them up again, I could do that, and I can have it trigger on the zipForm tag. So I could set up a marketing campaign in kvCORE that triggers on that hashtag, build it out to warm up a client, and then turn the sync on with this tag. As people come over, they will get put in that campaign. Awesome, easy way to re-warm up these clients. Activate this sync, and we are all done. Now I just wait for all those contacts that I've talked to in the past, worked with in the past, or in transactions, I haven't talked to them in a while, are now getting put in kvCORE for follow-up. That's it. That's how you connect Transactions zipForm Edition to kvCORE. Super simple, super easy. All those contacts you forgot about, those leads are free. They're yours. Sync them back into kvCORE for follow-up and nurture, and so you can create more deals. If you have any questions or need any assistance setting up this sync, give us a phone call, shoot us an email. We're API Nation, and we're connecting the world's applications.